why are we asking someone else this question?
Why are you not learning to love yourself? Why are you not giving yourself all of that? And again, if you're in a relationship where, let's say, you're setting boundaries where someone's going out and turning their phone off and they know that that's a concern or an issue for you, then there's a problem. But the fact that you're begging somebody to love you or show up for you when the only person you are stuck with for the rest of your life is you,
Right.
that's the problem.
Right. And I think instead of trying to seek understanding for someone else's actions, you have to look at what the actions are and make that conscious decision to either stay or leave. And sometimes, honestly, there is no explanation for why someone is doing what they're doing. I think actions say a lot. And like we said earlier, do I think that every person who has hurt someone has intended to? Absolutely not. Do I think there's some that do? 100%. Right? There are narcissists out there. There are people who lack empathy. There are people who get enjoyment over control. But, at the end of the day, whether you're with that narcissist or, a person who just really is emotionally unavailable, it doesn't matter. An action is an action. And you need to be responsible for yourself. You need to pull away when you find that this seems to be a pattern, or I'm feeling anxious every single week, or we're making up to break up and then all of a sudden the cycle repeats again. And if you find yourself in this constant loop of like chasing infatuation, of only going after love that excites you, of only feeling stimulated when you need to chase after a person, these are all signals that you have to look inwards. And it's not to blame yourself, but you need to understand your patterns. And I can't emphasize that enough. Patterns are huge. And I feel like I always say patterns. But to understand your end and where you're at now, you have to understand, the before and what came about and how this pattern has manifested itself and what it looks like. Like history repeats itself, right? So until you recognize, you can't break free from it.
So what do you offer somebody in a position right now struggling to find validation, worth, love, and acceptance from their partner, when in reality, they should be the ones giving all of that to themselves? What do you tell them?
I think you have to look within and think about, is this situation that I'm in that is draining me emotionally, physically, mentally, is this worth it? It may feel like love. It may feel like this is your person, but at the end of the day, this is just a conditioned response. This is just an emotional pattern that you've learned. This is just chaos masking itself as comfort. This is just, your body being familiar with instability.